Audrey says the phone's been ringing off the hook all afternoon.
Oh, brother. Dave Feldman, Saul Morris, Bob O'Doyle, all the people, it's all in a muss.
Wes Leonard's little column is really having some effect, isn't it?
Here. I made some drinks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, hello. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, look, I know. We're gonna make a statement about that Larry Page affair this evening. Well, I don't know, man. Just hold them off till then, okay? All right, thank you.
All right. All right, what are we going to do later this evening? I don't want to be pretentious about it, but whatever we decide could determine the way the entire election goes.
If we can do anything.
There'll be something.
We all know the obvious choices. We don't say anything. We tell the whole and precise truth, then we take the heat, or we do something in between. What isn't quite so obvious is what's going to be the most effective.
Ray, would you please sit down?
I don't want to sit down.
Please. This isn't the end of the world.
It could be the end of your political world. Frank? What's the matter? Don't you care?
You know, that's an interesting question.
Ray, come on, take it easy. Of course Frank cares.
Maybe not as much as you think, Bobby. This West Leonard business has made me take stock.
I don't know what you're talking about. You are running for the United States Senate.
Sure I am, Ray, but at what cost? It occurs to me that I have made a lot of compromises in this campaign.
Politics is the art of the possible.
Yes, but 2 years ago, I never would have hesitated at an endorsement from Larry Page. I would have sent it straight back to him with a thanks, but no thanks.
Come on, the stakes are so much higher
Yes.
now.
And 2 years ago, I never would have made the mistake of thinking that I could run for the Senate full out without running the risk of losing Jill and the baby.
Oh.
I don't mean to hurt you.
Oh.
Listen, maybe you guys, I should take off.
No, there's absolutely no need for that. But Frank, all I want to point out is that Ms. Coleridge, Mrs. Bolak, contributed to that breakup. It wasn't all on your side, you know that.
I know that. But the fact is, Ray, it never would have happened. It never would have happened if it wasn't for my ambitions and this campaign.
Oh, who can say what would or would not have happened?
I've paid a price to get where I am. A little bit of honesty here, a little bit of integrity there. The woman that I love and my son. That is important to me. It certainly would be an irony now if I lost the Senate as well.
Frank, it doesn't have to happen that way.
Of course it doesn't, if we just handle this present situation properly.
Well, I'll be at peace with myself no matter what.
Frank?
Please, Ray, I'm not backing out of anything. I'm not walking away from anything.
Well, then what are you doing?
I'm trying to deal with the problem the best way that I know how.
Well, if that's the case, then what is all of this
I
about?
am only saying that if it works out badly, that if I lose the election because of West Leonard's column, it really isn't as terrible as it seems. Because I've already lost what really counts.
Hey.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
Ray.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men, oh, they couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, thank you.
You know something? I don't think that's a very good nursery rhyme for him.
Well, why not? People have been saying it for centuries.
No, I know. But, I mean, that doesn't seem kind of defeatist. Don't you want him to feel that if somebody does take a great fall, yeah, there's at least some hope that he'll recover. I mean, poor Humpty Dumpty is just in terrible shape.
Humpty Dumpty is an egg.
Ah, but he can be an omelet.
And that's together again?
Well, that's a positive thought, anyway.
Yeah. You must be hungry.
Now, Jillian, now, don't, Jillian, pay attention now. Okay, look. What we want for Edmund is we want him to believe in himself, huh? I mean, in every way. Believe he can do anything, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why fill his head with poems like Jack and Jill falling down the hill, or Little Miss Muffet who's afraid of a spider, or the Rockabye Baby falling out of a treetop?
You know I'm gonna hit you. I mean, a childhood without nursery rhymes?
No, of course not. Not entirely. I mean, the one about the cat and the fiddle, now that's pretty positive.
Oh.
Edmund, tell me what you think about this. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. Ah, you see, accomplishment.
Oh.
Future astronaut. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dog ran away with a spoon. Kitchy, kitchy, go. Ah, sorry.
I think what you want is for me to give you the book, and then maybe you can mark out the ones that you feel I could read to him.
Excuse me, but what I want is I want you to agree with me. That's the one.
Well, I think you have a point.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, but you're not taking it very seriously.
Not too.
You want him to grow up all nervous and afraid of spiders and stuff like that?
Hey, inevitably, he is going to take after you. Now, if he has 1/2, no, I'm sorry, 1/3, your self-assurance and your conviction about thinking that you have the answers about everything, he's going to cope just fine.
Could that be a compliment?
Yeah. I think so.
No complaints about my trying to control too much?
Not at the moment.
It's all right, isn't it, huh? The three of us together?
Hey, it's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Well, if I am, it's because I'm happy.
That could be the best news I've ever had. Because if you're happy, then I've got everything I've ever wanted in life. I don't believe it.
No. The phone! Daddy.
Hello. Yeah, Willie.
What you got there?
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll be right over.
The hospital.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
I had better things in mind.
Well, then you better hurry back.
I will.
Say so long, Seneca. We'll see you later.
Say bye. See you later.
Roger, are you asleep? Roger, are you asleep? Hi, are you sleeping?
Not anymore. What's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. I just couldn't go to sleep. You too? You know what it is? It's because of this pillow. Here, let me fix this for you. Here, I got it. Here. Okay. That's good. That's much better. Much better. How's that?
It was all right before.
I just kept on getting madder and madder, and I couldn't sleep, and I had this conversation going on in my head.
Mad at who? Not mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you. You're terrific. See, I'm just mad at Ray Woodard because she's trying to get a hold on little John.
Oh, no, Dee.
I mean, anybody with half a brain would know that she's having an affair with Frank. She wants him. She wants to marry him. I know it.
So let her marry him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They get married, and little John is going to live with Frank and Ray.
Well, maybe he'll stay where he is.
No, I don't think Frank would let that happen. I don't think Ray would let that happen either. See, she's playing mommy with him. She goes over to Ryan's and she holds his hand and she takes him campaigning in an open car and they go flying down to Florida. Look, I can't compete with that, Roger.
Honey, why don't you just give her a little time? And playing mother is a hard job. She'll get bored with it.
No, she won't. Roger, look, I don't want to take that chance. I want little John to come live with us. Is that okay?
Well, if you have your mind made up that that's what you want, I'll go along.
Oh. That's wonderful. Okay, what do we do now?
Well, how about we go back to sleep and we talk about it
How
again?
do we go to sleep when we have to make a very big decision? Aren't you excited?
Some.
See, if we do this very, very fast, then Ray will never find out about it. We'll get custody of him.
That's very possible.
See, but the problem is, then the court steps in. They want to find out what kind of home he lives in.
A friendly home.
Well, of course a friendly home, but they want to know where he sleeps. And, I mean, he can't sleep here with us.
Well, maybe we can push out the wall and put a door in to go into Dad's old office in the front.
Oh, Roger, that's a little close. I mean, there'll be 3 of us in this tiny little apartment.
Don't say it.
I have to say it. Tom and Faith are living upstairs alone. They got all the bedrooms. They got the bathroom. They got everything. They got the dining room.
You can hardly expect me to enjoy the idea of dispossessing my own sister.
All right, well, you could discuss it with them. I mean, we both think it's fair, and maybe they'll think it's fair also.
But they might have a baby, and then they're going to need all the space.
Might. They might have one, but meanwhile, they've got all that space. Look, Roger, it's your father's house. I mean, haven't you always wanted to live there?
Yeah, I suppose I would.
See, and it's like you're the man in the family, and you're entitled to it. It's not like you're the black sheep of the family, and you're living downstairs, and you got to go up and get your father's approval on everything that you do. And you're the male in the family, and I think you got certain rights.
And I love that parlor. I always imagine myself leaning against the mantel. That's one of the reasons that we did this room around the fireplace.
You know, the mantel is so much bigger upstairs. Boy, wouldn't you look nice?
I would, wouldn't I? You know,
Yeah.
Dad always used to like to stand there. Boy, I love that room.
It's a wonderful room. Roger, we could make it absolutely sensational.
But change it?
You know, it's a little old-fashioned, dark. I mean, I love the room. I think it's a perfect room, but I saw this picture of a Victorian parlor, and it was in pink and with blues and greens, really pretty, bright colors.
Well, honey, I'm not so sure about that. Besides, we can't even start thinking about redoing the house, and because it's all conditional on Little John coming to live with us, and if Faith and Tom will agree to swap.
See, I know that can happen. We both want it, and we both plan it. What I'm concerned about, though, is... See, I really don't know how you feel about Little John coming to live with us. Roger, it's a big step, and you're taking it very easily. Now, it's Frank's son. Are you taking it as easily as you're suggesting?
It seems to me that because Little John is Frank's son, that I don't have any trouble with the idea.
I don't get it.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about myself. Why did I wait to get married for so long when most of the people my own age were married a long time ago? Why is it that I see them with their children and it never arouses a desire in me to be a father?
You don't want to be a father?
I see fatherhood as a very inconvenient situation.
Little John inconveniences you. I think that you should have said that a long time ago. Roger.
No, he wouldn't be. Because he wouldn't be mine.
I don't understand this.
Perhaps it's because Mama spoiled me, and I liked being spoiled. Perhaps it's because Dad seemed so weighted down with all the problems that the 3 of us posed for him. Or maybe it's because I see children, and I think that they would interfere with what I view as my inalienable right to the pursuit of pleasure that makes me have no desire to have children of my own.
We should have had this talk a long time ago.
Oh, no, Dee, now you had to know this. You had to understand that one of the reasons that I was so attracted to you is because you are so far from what you call the peanut butter and jelly kind of mother.
Now, wait a minute. I'm a good mother.
No, you have a good heart. And I believe that you love Little John. But you don't want to be inconvenienced by him any more than I do. Now, come on, tell the truth.
Maybe not.
You are so concerned with yourself that you have very little concern left over for Little John.
That's awful.
No, don't make any judgments, value judgments about it. Just consider it truth. Honey, you love playing the commodities. You like buying clothes and taking trips and redoing houses and having fun with me every chance that you can get.
Is that so wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's so different than wanting to build a nest, play with your little kids when they're small, become a den mother when they're old enough to be Boy Scouts. And to tell you the truth, I don't want that kind of life either.
Okay, if you're saying that we're so rotten and we're so self-concerned, I mean, how can we even think about little John coming to stay with us?
Because that is all right.
Why is that all right?
First place, he's older. There's no diapers, none of that kind of mess to deal with.
Yeah.
And then
right.
we also have the wonderful Ryan family who will take care of him anytime we need them. Now, Maeve will take him, and I'm sure that Frank wants to see him. And then there's that other wonderful thing called a babysitter. And that means that we can have the joy and the fun of a little person around the house. And I have to admit, it will be fun without the overwhelming burden of the total responsibility.
I see. Is it okay?
Honey, I am so selfish. I would never, ever do anything that was going to be a great deal of work unless I was willing to take it on.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Frank's going to be really mad.
Oh, look, he'll be okay when he realizes that I'm not trying to replace him. In fact, he might even be relieved.
Oh, no, he won't be.
Look, not everybody can be happy. What I'm concerned about is you and me.
That's terrific. I'm going to go see my lawyer tomorrow morning.
Fine. Now that that's settled, how's about we get a little sleep?
Sure.
Faith, it's your turn.
Do I have to?
No. Are you tired of playing?
Tired? I am so sick of playing. If I play another game of cards, I am gonna go bananas.
Faith, I'm only trying to follow the doctor's orders. A quiet evening.
Is not what I need. Tom, we've talked about taking a trip upstate. Could we go soon, please? Tonight, now.
You are bored, huh?
Oh, I am. Not with you. With myself, with all this attention I'm getting. I'm not Delia, and I can't bear being the focus of everything. If I can't get out of here, at least bring me a patient.
All right, for starters tonight, let's go for a walk down by the river. We might get some hot chocolate.
You're on. But what's next?
Well, tomorrow or the day after, as soon as the doctor gives you permission, we'll go up to the Hudson Valley, to the country we've been talking about.
And we'll climb mountains, we'll go down rivers, we'll get a boat, we'll do everything.
Well, how about climbing hills and doing some fishing from the shore?
That sounds boring.
But it's sensible. I'm only trying to take good care of you.
I know. I know you're trying to help, but Tom, if you don't stop hovering over me, I'm gonna go crazy.
It isn't hovering, it's hovering.
Yes. And I don't want any more talk of being safe, about being sensible. I want to go and be crazy and do exciting things and...
Well, I'm sure we can.
You stick with me, kid, and I'll show you a good time.
Well, if that's what you want, that's what it's going to be.
Oh, I feel lucky.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's moments like this that I feel we really are suited for each other. And not all couples are.
All things being equal, I vote we completely ignore Wes Leonard's column.
Now, you haven't been listening to what I've been saying.
There's no way you're going to answer all those charges without giving them more publicity than they've already had.
Frank, if you try to commit yourself to I'm not a corrupt politician type of statement, it's going to be political suicide.
The only thing I know for certain right now is that I am not pleased with being me, Bob.
Darling, this is hardly the time for Irish guilt.
All right, now that's not funny, Ray, and I am in no mood to be condescended to, lectured, or scolded.
I didn't mean to give the impression...
Frank, come on. She didn't mean it that way.
I'm sorry I lost my temper, but I want you to listen to me.
All right. All right.
I have to go public with a repudiation of Larry Page's endorsement and tell the truth why I didn't reject the letter when I first received it.
Oh, isn't that an awful lot of explaining?
Frank, what about the labor vote?
I'll take my chances.
Oh,
And there's no room for discussion. Listen, I think there are 2 people in this room who do have some rights to be heard also.
I am grateful to you for everything you've done. I respect your opinion, but this is one time things are going to be done my way.
Frank,
no!
I don't know.
I am tired of compromising. I feel I have lost too much already. And when this is over, I need to at least have some self-respect. So the turnaround starts now.
yeah. A second. Frank, news services.
Frank, please. It's half the papers in New York State.
Yeah, listen, Mr. Ryan, he's going to make a statement about that whole thing tomorrow morning.
Let me handle that, Bobby.
Oh, my...
Hello, this is Frank Ryan. Yes? Yes, all right. Now, let me set the record straight on that. I did receive a letter offering an endorsement from Mr. Page. At no time did I accept that offer. On the other hand, I did not reject it either. I thought at the time that I received it that the best thing to do was nothing. I realize now that that was a mistake. Yes, that is what I said. And just so there's no further misunderstanding, I don't want the support of Larry Page, and I will so notify him in the morning. Do you have all that? Thank you. Good night. That may be the first right thing I have done in months.